So what did that mean?
What the hell's going on? You mean to tell me that the world didn't come to an end when I was missing?
A lot of things happened while you were in Chicago. I guess, we have a lot of serious catching up to do when we get you home.
Knock, knock. Welcome home.
Is that Jessica?
Yes.
That was my favorite niece.
I'm better now that you're back.
Hey, just buzz me when you're ready to go back, okay?
Thank you.
What is with this wheelchair crap? You trying to get sympathy from everybody or something?
Yeah, I guess nobody told you.
No, sir. I guess not.
Well, I was going to once you were better. Jessica had surgery.
Oh. Little nip, little tuck?
No, nice. A little liver transplant.
No kidding. A liver transplant? Well, what the hell? Isn't your husband taking care of you?
No, Nash is wonderful. He's amazing.
Nash? What the hell? I thought she was married to Antonio.
I told you a lot happened since you were gone.
Oh, all right. Well, cough it up. Don't leave out anything.
You want to talk about it?
Hi.
Hi. Have you seen Cole? Has he heard? Does he know that I have been charged with Spencer's murder?
All right. Cole is fine, and as far as I know, he hasn't heard a word. I left message for him to call me, and so I'm sure he will. How are you holding up?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
This can't be easy for you.
You know, I just don't think it's hit me yet. You know, but it would really help me if I could see Cole, you know, so that I can talk about what we're going to do about this.
Okay, well, he can stay with us for as long as he needs to.
Thank you. No, it means a lot to me. You're a really good friend.
You have a lot of good friends, including John McBain.
He put his career on the line for me.
Well, he believes in you.
I don't see how he could now. But at least he will have the satisfaction of knowing that this case is finally closed.
John, I just heard my mom was arrested.
Look, I'm sorry, Cole. I was going to call you.
Well, what happened?
Apparently, she remembered more about the night Truman died.
What do you mean, she remembered killing him?
All right, slow down, all right? She'll explain it to you. But apparently, there's some new details that suggest that she's guilty.
I don't care what it suggests. She's innocent, and you know that.
What are you doing?
Giving you a chance to tell your side of the story.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, Miles, as a confession. And the second you do that, there won't even be a trial. You go straight to jail, and you won't have the opportunity to explain yourself then.
Why do you care? Wait a minute. You're not doing this to help me. You're doing this to screw over John McBain.
Wow, 2 liver transplants and 2 husbands in less than 6 months. I thought you were the one in the family with her head screwed on straight.
Todd.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I screwed up.
Well, it's not like it was your fault.
Oh, some things were my fault. I really hurt Antonio and Jamie.
What'd you do?
It's more like what I didn't do. I just couldn't be the wife that Antonio deserved.
Because of Nash?
No, I was in love with him. And I realized that when you love someone the way that we love each other, you can't fight it. You know, it doesn't work. Nothing can keep you from the person you're supposed to be with.
Mind if I come in?
Sarah,
My not-so-favorite niece.
my mom told me that you were back in Lambview. It's been so long.
I'm so glad your surgery went okay. And, I'm glad to see you're all right too, Tom.
No thanks to your sleazeball boyfriend.
Hey, there's something I want to say to you.
There's something I want to say too.
I'll
go first.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what your kiss meant, but mine meant that I missed you.
I missed you too, Adriana. My God, it killed me to see you with Tate.
Nothing ever happened between us.
I know you said you were just friends, but I still couldn't stand it.
Please, I can't stand it now. Even the thought of being around him just creeps me out like you wouldn't believe.
I'm sorry to bring it up.
I'm sorry, Rex. I should have listened to you about Tate. I didn't just hurt you. I put a lot of people in danger, and
Stop it. Right there, okay? None of this is your fault. Tate was slick. Even after we had him figured out, we still couldn't pin any of the OPP stuff on him.
okay, maybe all the things that Tate did were not my fault, but hurting you, that was all me. You did nothing but love me unconditionally, and I turned on you. Again. I wouldn't be surprised if you hated me.
I could never hate you. Don't you know that by now?
But can you forgive me?
Hey, look, Cole, I don't believe your mom's guilty. But there was enough new information to justify an arrest. Both hands are tied.
But it still doesn't mean that your mom is guilty.
I know. But she was charged with murder. So what happens now?
We have to follow procedure. If the court decides it has a case, we go to trial.
Wait, can't you stop it? Isn't there something you can do?
Not unless we find new information that rules your mother out.
Any chance of that happening?
I'm working on it, Cole. That's all I can tell you right now. Okay? You know, I think she'd like to see you.
Yeah, I want to see her too.
Then let's do that. Come on.
I am not helping you because of John. Please, give me more credit than that.
Then why are you?
I don't know. I guess I just want to. See, I know John, and he sees everything in black and white. Well, black mostly, if you look in his closet. But with you, I just feel like, I don't know, you're in the gray area.
How would you know?
Because I lived there. I was you. I was new to town, and everyone hated me.
Like they hate me?
Pretty much.
I can't believe that anyone would hate you. Not only are you a good person, but you're a Buchanan. That's like Lambview royalty.
You didn't know me back then. You would have hated me too.
I doubt it. No one hates you now. How'd you swing that?
I changed. I decided instead of fighting with everyone, I was going to prove to them all I was not the bitch that they all thought I was. Long story short, I redeemed myself.
What if I can't be redeemed?
You're an animal. A monster.
What if I am the monster that people think I am?
Do you have a lawyer?
No, not yet.
All right, I'll get you some names.
I need your honesty about how much time could I actually serve?
All right. You want it straight up or watered down?
Straight up.
Best case scenario, the prosecution would go for voluntary manslaughter, which is using deadly force out of the moment, a heat of passion, and brought on by provocation. If you're convicted, it would probably mean up to 10 years in prison.
10 years? I know Cole isn't a child anymore, but he's not a man either. I wouldn't be there for his graduation, and then there's his 18th birthday, and I have to help him get ready for college. Spencer, he's getting the last laugh even from the grave. He is taking my son away from me just like he took Todd's away.
You know what? You're not convicted, and you have a really, really good case. You saved Blair's life, and probably your own life in self-defense, so you could walk free and clear.
And what are the chances of that? I mean, really?
I'm sorry, Marty. I can't even guess the odds at this point.
That was the best case scenario, so what's the worst?
That prosecution goes for murder 1, arguing motive.
What motive?
Spencer humiliated you, caused you professional embarrassment when he manipulated your testimony.
But I wouldn't kill him for that. He was about to rape Blair. I couldn't let him do that.
Then why didn't you call for help?
I mean, because there wasn't time. I had to stop him right now. I wasn't gonna let Blair go through what I...
Which you went through?
I walked right into that, didn't I?
Yeah, but if you walk through it again while you're on the stand, that could be points in your favor. Listen, you asked me not to sugarcoat anything. That's just a taste of what the prosecution's gonna do to you when you get on the stand.
Maybe they won't be as good as you.
Yeah, they will, because I hired them. Don't give up, okay? We just don't know enough yet.
You know, I know you probably have a lot of things to do. And, you know, I know you need to go.
I have to go to Miles's arraignment.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. What are you doing here anyway? I thought you were still on leave.
I came in to use the gym. I thought I'd try and get myself back into shape so I could get back to work. And don't tell me not to push myself too hard.
Wasn't going to. We need you back here.
Yeah? You sure about that? You handled the situation on the palace roof all by yourself, from what I hear.
Well, it's about time I got the bastard. Especially after blowing it the first couple of times.
Well, I want to thank you, personally, for saving my sister.
Well, I'll just be happy when Tate's behind bars, like the animal that he is.
Well, and he will be, because of you. So, how does it feel to be a hero?
Not a hero. I had a job to do, and I did it. I didn't jump the gun, and I didn't freeze up. And I didn't let that son of a bitch get the drop on me this time.
Well, you got your edge back.
Just in time, don't you think?
I know you've been through a lot. 9/11 and this OPP crap. But you came through on the other side, and you got the job done.
Well, I couldn't have done it without your help.
What?
You were up there on that roof with me. I looked at the whole situation with a what would Antonio do standpoint. And when I didn't know what to do, I just, put it through the Vega test.
Well, I'm glad I could provide backup.
You came through for me too, Not just as a boss, but as my friend. And I'd like to return the favor if, you decide you want to talk after all.
Jessica and Ashley got married.
Okay, you go first.
I'm sorry I didn't call the cops when you were in my apartment in Chicago. I was afraid of Hunter, but that's no excuse for being a coward.
No, I don't remember much anyway.
Yeah, you were in pretty bad shape.
Blair said you risked your neck to call her.
A little delayed, but kind of.
So I almost bled to death. I don't always do the right thing on the first try either.
Well, you didn't really give me much choice. You said Blair like 10,000 times in your sleep. It was kind of annoying.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I'm feeling a bit out of the loop here. So what were you doing in Sarah's apartment, and who's Hunter?
He was some sleazeball I was hooked up with while I was in Chicago. Someone paid him to put Todd out of commission.
Has this sleazeball been busted yet?
No, he's probably long gone, but Clint and Vicky don't want Sarah to leave town until Hunter is no threat to her.
Which means I am stuck here.
Well, maybe I'll find some reason to stay.
Not a chance.
Forgiveness isn't an issue. I can forgive you for not trusting me. It's not like I haven't given you reasons sometimes.
But you were right about Tate.
I would have been jealous of any guy spending time with you.
So you didn't trust me either?
No, not you. Guys. Especially when they're hanging around a woman as smart and beautiful and sexy as you are.
I like that you said smart first.
It's good that we're talking about this.
We need to get things out in the open. That's been our problem.
Since long before Tate showed up.
What do you mean?
Trust has always been our issue. And as long as it still is, we can't be together.
You don't want to get back together?
Do you?
All the time we were apart, Rex, I never stopped thinking about you. Every time I'd see you, I just wanted to run up to you and kiss you.
Why didn't you?
Because I couldn't let myself trust you. Because I'm a stubborn idiot. I get that from my mom.
Which part?
All of it. When I found out my parents weren't my parents, that I had this whole secret identity, everything I knew changed. Everyone in my life was in on it. Everything was a lie. And I guess it kind of damaged me.
That could give anybody trust issues.
But that's all in the past. I know you love me, and I should have trusted you.
Can you trust me now?
I want to be with you more than anything, Rex. Please give me another chance.
I know you think I should have gotten Todd to a doctor or called the cops or something.
You think?
But I only thought that would make things worse. Calling you was the one thing I could think of.
She didn't have to do that, you know.
And since when did you become so forgiving, Todd?
I think it's the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They offer. She's just a kid. Don't worry about it. It all worked out.
All right. I'll try to get past what you did. Since Todd's here, safe and sound.
Thank you.
Hey, did Hunter ever tell you who hired him to stab me?
I asked, but he just said it was some rich guy.
Yeah.
Miles Lawrence.
I still can't believe it. I mean, you're both my uncles.
Oh, whoa, wait a second here. That Miles dude is your uncle?
It's a long story.
I got plenty of time.
Trust me, not that much.
Listen, we don't have to worry about Miles Lawrence because he's in jail. And he can't hurt any of us, okay? But he is being arraigned today.
Okay.
Wait, what do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna go to that arraignment. Make sure that son of a bitch doesn't get away with what he did to me.
Are you doing all right? Are you eating?
Yeah, Mom.
Okay. You know, my ATM card, it's in the desk.
Mom,
in
I'm
the
fine.
kitchen if you
I'm fine.
need anything.
Okay, you don't have to worry about me. All right, and soon you're gonna be out of here taking care of everything yourself anyway.
Well, I wish I could say that. But I've done something wrong, and I'm gonna have to pay for it.
I still don't get it. I mean, there's no way you killed Dr. Truman.
No, and I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but I couldn't let him take advantage of Blair. I had to stop him from doing that. Look, I'm not sorry that I stopped Spencer. But I'm sorry for you.
Don't be.
I am. I won't be able to take care of you, and I won't be able to be your mother.
Mom, you'll always be my mom. Always. The best one, too.
No. What kind of mother would do what I did? I kill somebody and then I allow somebody I despise. I allow them to blackmail me into marrying them so I don't go to the police.
Mom, I knew you were doing it for me.
I let him take advantage of you.
He's gonna pay for that. Okay? He's gonna pay for what he's done to us.
You're not a monster, Miles.
Everyone thinks so.
I don't.
Why? You haven't even asked me if I'm guilty.
You want to tell me?
I didn't stab Todd. And I didn't ask anyone else to do it either. But what I did do, I did for love. And it sounds lame, I know.
Not to me.
It's Marty, she hates me for it. I can't really blame her.
Look, you're not as awful as she's making you out to be.
I forced her to marry me.
Well, your first mistake was wanting to marry her at all. Okay, I'm sorry. I know you love her, but I'm not a big fan.
I was wrong. I was wrong. No matter how much you love somebody, you can't make them love you. I know that now.
Good. Now that you know it, run with it.
How? After everything I've done?
You have a good heart, Miles. I can see it in your eyes. You're not evil. You just made a mistake, and you deserve a second chance, just the same as I did.
I can't believe that she did something as terrible as what I've been accused of.
Really? Okay. I came into Landview, set out to destroy Jessica Buchanan, the entire Buchanan family. I lied, I stole, I hurt many innocent people because that's all I knew. You know, I didn't know how normal people acted. I mean, I guess in some ways I was just as ignorant to the world as you.
I tried to learn everything I could about the outside world while I was growing up in the hospital. And I tried. I read everything that I could get my hands on. I watched movies, TV, I went on the internet. But, you know, things are different in the real life.
Mm-hmm. Life's a bitch, ain't it? Look, I got lucky. You know, I had people, for whatever reason, who wanted to take me in, give me a second chance, and teach me how to be a good person, which, believe me, I had no clue. And I guess, let's just call it money in the karma bank. I want to be that person for you.
You know, Spencer said something to me like that.
Okay, well, wait, you're comparing me to Spencer.
No, but when he died, I had no one.
Well, you're not alone. Not anymore.
Thank you for believing in me, knowing what I've done.
Look, Miles, if you committed any of these crimes, you are going to have to pay for them, one way or another. But all I'm saying is, don't just roll over. Fight for yourself, and I will be in your corner.
I'll see you at Miles's arraignment.
Hopefully they'll be bringing you a signed confession.
You do that, I will bake you a cake.
Really?
Yeah, well, Nigel will bake you a cake. You don't want to eat my cakes.
Don't let anybody pressure you into doing anything.
You're giving me a lot to think about.
Hang in there.
Natalie, what the hell are you doing here?
Out of the bag, you should tell me everything.
Well, Jessica and Nash got married. That's it. End the story.
Okay, but that happened like a nanosecond after you guys got divorced.
Well, I knew it was coming. I mean, it's not like I was holding out hope that Jessica would come back to me.
Still, the timing must be doing a number on you.
Trying to make me feel worse.
Is that possible? It's Jessica's loss. She blew it big time.
I'm not so sure she thinks so.
You deserve better. In my opinion.
You didn't know the old Jessica. She was an amazing person. She was kind and loving. I don't know if I could do better than her.
Maybe not better. Maybe just different.
Like?
You need to find somebody new, Antonio.
Don't push yourself, Todd. You're only going to make things worse.
You're not ready to go anywhere yet. Okay?
I can sign myself out of this hospital.
Against medical advice.
I have done it before.
Are you insane?
You even need to ask?
I'm going to go to that arraignment, and you know me well enough to know you can't stop me.
Well, I'm going to talk to your doctor first.
That won't change anything.
Humor me, okay? Yourself.
All right, well, I'm out of here. Todd, thanks for letting me off easy, man. And Jess, I really am glad to see you doing better.
Thank you. Well, we should get together soon and do a cousin thing.
I guess I'll see both of you around as long as I'm stuck in Lameview for the duration.
All right. Find my pants. Toss them to me.
I'm a little limited here, Todd.
All right. Sorry. Liver transplant. What the hell's wrong with your old liver? Huh? You been boozing it up or something?
No, I wasn't. Tess was, or she was using and sharing needles.
That little?
No, she only did it once, but I guess once was enough because I got Hep C.
Oof. That's not curable, is it?
No, it's not, but it's, you can control it sometimes. I was just lucky that I got a second chance thanks to David Vickers.
What? Vickers gave you his liver?
A little piece of it. I guess he wasn't as selfish as we thought.
Well, I'm just glad you're okay. If I'd come back and discovered you weren't around.
Didn't happen. I always thought that I'd have my whole life to do the things that I wanted to do, and now I realize that I can't wait. If you want something, you gotta grab it. And if you love someone, you can't let them go. You gotta fight heaven and earth if that's what it takes. Because you might not get another chance.
Good day, counselor.
Howard, what are you doing here? Why aren't your lackeys handling this so you can be out cruising around in that beautiful yacht you bought with your client's money?
Can I help it if I'm just that good?
Oh, I hope you're not charging by the hour on this case. It's kind of open and shut.
Well, you know as well as I do, no case is ever open and shut.
And you know as well as I do, Howard. There's always a first time for everything.
Natalie said she was in here on the commissioner's authority.
She doesn't even work here. What's this? You tore up your confession? Or was this your handiwork?
All she did was support me.
Why would you do that?
Because Miles needs a friend. He's scared.
He should be scared. You just blew your one chance at leniency, pal.
Well, why don't we let a judge decide that?
Well, let's not keep him waiting. Put the cuffs on him. We're doing court.
Thank you, Natalie. I couldn't have gone through this without you.
You won't have to. I'm gonna be in court right by your side.
So?
So?
What's next?
I'm gonna bend over backwards to be the perfect girlfriend for you.
That's an interesting visual.
Wanna see?
What you're doing is just fine.
You sure?
Just be yourself, Adriana. That's who I fell in love with.
I never stopped loving you. Ever.
Honey, I'm home. Whoops.
There's going to be a bail hearing. And if I get out on bail, I'll be home. And we need to work on a plan, about what we're going to do. Where you're going to stay and how it's going to work. And Nora said that you can stay as long as you want at Ace's house.
Mom, would you just stop?
Look, sweetie, we need to talk about this because we have some decisions that we have to make.
Just not yet, okay?
Okay. Not today.
I'm sorry, but your time's up. You better get going.
Mom, I don't want to leave you.
I need you to go, okay? We don't want any more trouble.
Miles' arraignment is starting, and I want to be there for my dad.
Yeah, me too. I want to see that son of a bitch laid out for what he did to us. Mom, I'll be back as soon as they let me, okay?
I love you, sweetheart.
Me too.
Please tell me you brought me a confession.
Unfortunately, something got in the way.
No cake for you.
Damn, I love cake.
All right, no problem. This is a prima facie case. Judge will move it to trial. It's just a formality.
Miles, good luck.
Thanks, Natalie. Again, for everything.
How you holding up?
I just want it to be over.
Well, remember what I said. Hang tough.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Henson.
Be seated. We've got a full docket today, so I'll keep this brief. Mr. Lawrence, the purpose of this hearing is to determine if the Commonwealth has a case that can be presented to the court, and if so, to set bail. You'll also be given the opportunity to enter a plea. Is the prosecution ready to make a statement?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. The defendant, Miles Lawrence, is charged with fraud, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, and the attempted murder of Todd Manning. And the Commonwealth is prepared to call on witnesses and present evidence as outlined in the brief submitted earlier.
I've read the materials. I'm prepared to rule on whether or not this case should move forward.
Hey, Miles! The court doesn't put you away, I will.
Sarah, what are you doing here? I thought you were staying with Christian.
I forgot my MP3 player, but I'll just come back later. Guess you worked on that trust thing, huh? Sweet.
You told Sarah about our problems?
I told anyone who'd listen that I love you and want you back.
Good save. Because you got me.
Oh, 1 second. Sure. Probably not supposed to have this here. Oh. Hello, husband.
I love my mommy so much, and I can hardly wait for her to come home to me and Daddy. Really? She said all that. I can't wait either. I love you.
Everyone should be as happy as you.
I wish they were.
I'm not even close to moving on to somebody new, if I ever will be.
It was just a thought.
No thanks. The sound of dating sounds like torture to me. Anyway.
Do you want me to help you?
No, I think I got it covered this time.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go work off some aggression.
Get a grip, Saeed.
Need anything, Dr. Saybrook?
Are you being nice to me because Lieutenant McBain told you to?
He did, but that's not why. I know all about Spencer Truman. He deserved what he got.
I appreciate that.
But even people who kill killers need to pay.
Order. I want order.
Your Honor, Todd Manning has threatened my client. I demand he be taken into custody.
It's all right. Forget it.
Let's proceed without any more outbursts.
Dad, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the hospital.
There is enough of a case here to move ahead with the trial. This is held for court on all charges. Prior to bail being set, the defendant may enter a plea. What will it be, Mr. Lawrence?
Just say what we've rehearsed.
Mr. Lawrence, how do you plead?
One life to live.
I'm going to plead guilty.
Is this your way of getting back at me?
If Todd finds out who Tommy really is, they'll take him away from us.
I love your daughter, and I want to work this out.
Watch weekdays on ABC. Weeknight.